Hi, I'm Tom, and in this video I'll be kitbashing the Veteran Sharpshooter from Darktide. But first, let's get inspired.
Danny Treacle.
Just another day in the Imperial...
Another day, another set of useless bloody orders from some useless bloody carker sitting safe in planetary orbit while I'm down here in the mud trying not to get me block knocked off.
Oh, pick him, sounds like me bloody father.
Empty! Reloading!
Have it!
Nothing special. Keep racking them up, soldier.
If I was a deck of cards, I'd be the king of spades.
Hey there, something! Sigmar something something! Someone's coming! Splat! Now for the next one! Oh, it's about to get hot! Kill that ugly thing! Killed it! Yeah!
Stop her. Get in cover.
You ever think
Cheeky boy hiding in the vent.
wonder what he...
Still not enough to
Cock and gun's empty!
This video is the third in a series where I'm kitbashing the strike squad from Darktide to make it into a diorama. I already kitbashed the Ogryn and the Psyker. In this video, I'll be kitbashing the Veteran Sharpshooter. The character closely resembles a Cadian trooper, but to me the scale of those models is way off. The Veteran appears to be a mix of a few different types of trooper. The closest model I could find was the Palanite Enforcers. The scale of the body and armour is very similar. I have to kitbash a head and some separate arms. The shoulders are the wrong shape as well. There's nothing better than the smell of a fresh box of plastic. The closest one that resembles it is Broadside. What a silly name. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. So cut the pieces out and built the body as a starting point. The first thing I'll do is build the head. See in the reference picture, it's a Cadian trooper head with a quiller on the front. Let's consult the bits. This empty head would be perfect. And these Tempestus Scions heads are perfect. I need to get one where the mask looks better. There we go. This one's perfect. I also found this Admech head, but its lenses were too elongated. I picked out some arms that are in the same pose. Weirdly enough, not to go off at a huge tangent, I don't think there are models in any of the guard kits that are holding a gun in their left hand. Let's check. Warhammer, Militarum, Infantry, gun, trigger in right hand. All the triggers in the right hand. All the triggers in the right hand. All the triggers in the right hand. All in the right hand. Is it heresy to be left-handed? Does it make you a witch? Anyway, I digress. So I picked out some arms that may fit the pose. So I found this Adeptus Mechanicus arm where the hand, it's like a hand over the trigger. First thing first, I built the head. I have to do a lot of trimming on this one. I'd have to cut off both sides quite substantially, shave them down, I kept cutting a bit off, going back to the model, cutting a bit off, going back to the model. Make sure I didn't remove too much. Almost there, just need to shave a bit more off. Probably could have removed a bit more, but that's close enough. There's a tiny little gap just above the eyes there, but I fill that later. So then what I also had to do is cut the neck at an angle so that it's sort of he's looking up and to the left. To shave at an angle there. There you go, that matches quite well. Alright, then on to the gun arm. So I cut the arm off that I showed you before with the pistol, and then removed the trigger from here. Tried to get it in. Those keen-eyed among you will realise that I don't actually use this arm later on. This is the beginnings of the plan. Looking back at reference photos, these shoulders and arms, they're too chunky. They're too big, and the shoulder pad things are in the way here, so trimming these away. Cut them off on both sides. And then cleaned it all up with my hobby knife. And use some pink tack to get the pose. And something wasn't right with this. It's too chunky. It's a chunky boy. It's looking more like a space marine than a guardsman. So yeah, these arms won't do. So I went back to the Palanite kit and I realised these arms are perfect. They're the sort of right size. And then glued just the hand to the last rifle to see if that would fit. And it's still a little bit off, like the hand's a bit too big, too chunky. So these shoulder pads, when I look back at the reference photo, they're too small. So this is where it looks a lot more like Acadian, I think. So I found these spare Acadian bits, cut off a left and right shoulder. They're exactly the right size. I then noticed the sort of collar around the top. Referring back to the reference photos, not needed, so we'll remove that and clean it up with a hobby knife again. The chest plate is like a metal plate with an aquila on. So I used some dried green stuff, measured and sort of cut out a plate to match the art, and use some pink tack to test the pose. Shoulder pads on. Remove the shoulders from the arms. This is just a preliminary dry fit before I glue everything in place. As you can see again, this hand is just not to scale. So I have to dry fit, glue everything in place. Starting to look good. I removed the hand from the last rifle and I went back to this Adeptus Mechanicus hand, which I think will fit perfectly It's the right scale as well. So just need to cut that to size. Sand it flat so it'll have something to a surface to stick to on the arm. Glued it in place, and while the glue is still bendy, I tried to fit the arm, and I sanded all the sort of aquila and everything off one side so it doesn't get in the way. You see sort of down and the hilt is pointing up. There you go, so I posed it. I think I got the pose perfect. I do have a little bit of time to repose it while it's dry. Stuck the right arm in place, and then I haven't showed you, but here the right hand, I literally just cut the fingers off of a chainsword and stuck those onto the onto the side of the gun. And then it also has a purity seal and some other random bits from the Palanite kit. The purity seal, trimmed it down because it was too long, and put some satchel bags on the handgun. And then got 2 bits of green stuff to make some leather straps, which in the reference photo go either side of the shoulder pads. Just super glued those in place. There you go, that's pretty accurate. I don't think I can make it any better. Just had to fill these little gaps, like in the arm, the top of the head, and where there's no hand joining the gun. Mix some green stuff up. Applied a small little sausage of it to the helmet. I got some of these sculpting tools on Amazon for pretty cheap. They're good because they don't leave fingerprint marks in the green stuff. Applied the green stuff to the gaps. Oh, there we go, I think that's it. Let's give it some paint. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. Like I said before, I've done the Ogryn, the Psyker, now the Veteran, and next will be the Zealot. All of them are going to be put into a diorama where they're fighting off poxwalkers and cultists and things. So let me know what you think. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and leave a comment or a suggestion, and check out my other videos. If you're new to the channel, I do weird kit bashers. I paint entire armies all in one go. There's lots of weird paint schemes, lots of different things you might be interested in. If you'd like to support my channel further, please consider supporting me on Patreon or by using my affiliate links in the video description below. I'd like to thank all my patrons for all your support. You're absolute legends. Thanks for watching.